Hello and welcome to another stream. I'll be continuing on building the harbor of Niederburg, and it's gonna be the last stream from the harbor because this will be done either at the end of the stream or at the end of the day. Whatever of those two, the harbor will be finished today. Right? So let's get into it, shall we? Okay. So I took the little liberty of building some parts of this little earlier or offline to try and get a little idea of how I want it to look like. But either way, we are now gonna finish it off, continue and get it done. So I'm gonna paint the area that I want to utilize. So fairly simple. Just paint the ground to make working with it a little easier. I'll paint large areas out in front as well. The ones that I know I will end up using. And then I can just paint over any changes that I might think of. So fairly simple. There's gonna be more tracks covered by asphalt as well. And just generally this entire area will be planned out slightly better and differently as well. Basically come to the conclusion that, hey, instead of just having this entire area be purposed for the oil transfer, or well, the liquid transfer facility, I'm gonna place in some other industries as well into these areas. So, I think that's painting good. Yeah, that's good enough. Let's go to Server Classic. Hello. So in other words, the stream could continue to Saturday. Yes, essentially. Either I end up streaming at 2 hours, or I'm gonna end up streaming when this is finished. One or the other. There's no in between. I said there's no in between, but basically it pretty much covers anything from essentially now until whenever. I don't know. But it's okay. Doesn't matter. So, It's gonna be relatively simple. I'll need to get some more tanker trucks as well in here as well, but that's easily doable. So let's fix up some of the terrain textures in the area. I don't want it to be climbing hills, so I'm gonna cut some of it short a little bit. There we go. And this here as well. Doesn't need to be there. I'm gonna keep that. Alright, and over here, I'll decide this when I actually place down all the industries and whatnot. But it should be relatively on the simpler side now. I need loading. Essentially the dispenser. Right? The thing is, this is not exactly tall. And I'm not sure if I can fit a train car under this. Oh, that's very it's not far enough apart. That's interesting development. But okay, I don't want that to be honest exactly. How are these loaded? No, the feeling. Still, your outbuilding is amazingly fast. It very greatly depends on how distracted I am. Beep beep boop boop. Hello, shared eyes. Hello there. Welcome. Right. One thing I'm gonna do is look at how these tanker cars are actually loaded. Because I have absolutely no fucking idea. Introduction, no thanks. This might be American video, but whatever. Do you fill them from the top or do you fill them from the bottom? Okay. Don't seem to be filled from the top. Hmm. 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 Okay, no, it's definitely loaded from the top. It's definitely loaded from the top. Okay. And unloaded from the bottom. That works. I have the unloading part pretty much set up for the bottom with these hoses here, so that's good. But, okay, the top loading is gonna be slightly annoying. Okay, whatever. I need to mark this somehow. So let's pop it down here like that. I want this one to be on the side there. I'm not exactly sure if it's supposed to be aligned with this hole or this hole, but they're both centered, so I don't exactly care anyways. Raising this up is not an option. So let's do a very wonderful thing called zoom. Right, so tracks are obviously very spaced apart now, but that's okay. I don't want this piece to exist here, not neither there. I was thinking if I should put this like that. I'm gonna set it to the hitbox layer for now. Hide yourself. I'll flip this out and hide the hitbox layer. Okay. I'm gonna leave the big pipes there. I'm gonna put these smaller pipes in here. Like that. And this could be as a little unloading for some of the areas. Now, thing is, I obviously need to align this properly. Yeah. So, how the fuck can I just like clone this all and just... I can. Okay. It works, kind of, but it's starting to get slightly offset, which I don't want. So I need to align this to be more precisely in the middle. There we go. But okay, this absolutely works. So that's gonna be, what, 4 fuel cars loading area. Then there's gonna be this track here for some special deliveries, I guess, pipes and whatnot. I'm gonna do a crossover track, and I'm gonna do the exact same kind of style for... Okay, that track just... Oh, there it is. Wait, one car disappeared. Oh no. Okay, there it is. This is always scary when that happens, because you never know if it's suddenly gonna become the ghost train on the route or not. So yeah. Okay. I'm gonna put this in to make sure that it's straightened. It is. Okay, good. So, a little crossover for running around if needed be. So I'm gonna keep a little bit of space in there as well. And then I'm gonna continue out spacing the fuel stuff out this way. So let's just do this again. Is that good enough spacing? Yeah, that's good enough spacing. Alright, let's read a bit of chat. A bug in the 19 was that tankers didn't accept new commodities when added in the surveyor. They just weren't in the list. So you had to modify the config to have the commodity in the default list, then place the cursor over the asset. It's not just a bug with the tankers. It happened to all of the... It happened to all different kinds of train cars, not just the tankers. But what essentially happened is that it wouldn't list all of the commodities, and it still happens here in 22 as well. I know it's still present, or at least was until the new UI update, because now it's possible to add everything to everything again. And there is a little problem that some train cars have now the thing that it supports a container, right? If I look at this, aviation fuel, crude oil, petrol, diesel, blah, 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 right? This kind of stuff. But I can add anything and everything to them again, right? That's possible now. Previously, if you deleted something that they used to have and then, try to add it back in again, it wouldn't be possible because, for some reason it wouldn't be visible. But, fuck's sake. Hold on, let me find a different train car. Because these ones, they don't have the problem of the container, as I like to call it. This does have aviation fuel, crude oil, diesel fuel, petrol fuel, right? Yada yada yada. If you have a train car that has the tag of container in it, or has the cargo called container, it does something stupid again. I think I saw it on these guys. Automobile. Okay, no, it's not on these. Was it on this one then? Let's look. No. No, it's not on these. Oh, I can't remember which train car it was, but basically, the issue was that there would be another commodity that wouldn't exactly have anything specific assigned to it. It would just be called container. And the problem with this container is that it would allow anything and everything in itself. So this train car could load absolutely everything, regardless of whether you specifically configured it to or not. In the back, with the following: if you got rid of the container tag, cargo commodity, it would work normally as intended. But if it stays there, it will load absolutely every single possible cargo it can, even if you haven't specifically specified it. It might be this one. Oh, the gondola. Oh god, hold on. No, the gondola supports a lot. Oh, but it's possible. Brown stock, flat stock. This doesn't. No, this doesn't have the container in it. I can't remember what it was. It was because I think I know what it was now. Hold on. Because I know I've had the issue on Svedarin Island, of all the things. And I think it was the Holzstapel card. Hold on. This is the one? No, it's not the one. No. No. Fuck. Oh, I'll find it. I'll show you what I mean. These ones. Yeah, this supports container, and that's it. It doesn't literally supports Baustam, Holstapel, or Rore, just container. And this is basically a continuation of the issue where you couldn't add cargo. This is a continuation of it where you can load absolutely anything using this, right? I don't know why it appears. I don't know how it's configured in config, or why it exists, but it's there. It's just called container, and you can load absolutely anything you want into this train car. It doesn't matter whether it's aviation fuel, whether it's tractors, whether it's general goods, it will load absolutely everything. Is it what? Not sure if that's your issue, but it took less time to type that than to ask. I think I've encountered that with several things, not the tanker, but especially those, and sometimes not the least, but extras anyway, only words. Yeah. What is this? Fruit Loop set? Guess what I'm actively doing other than observing your stream? Placing bushes. Perfect number for trains, but passengers? Yeah, absolutely, passengers as well. It would take anything. So that is the bug that you're referencing. Well, I don't know if even calling it a bug is appropriate. It's just, I guess it is, but like, how the fuck do you bug something this way? Makes no sense. All right. Can I doing this again? There we go. Okay. Now that takes care of the loading side of things. There's ample space in the back for pushing more cars in if needed. Just a little safety. Okay, that's good. I think I will deliver some more. Nice. Did you like the suggestion that me and Reverie were giving out there with the different color schemes and the lines going around on the train? Why does the ghost keep opening my door? It's called a wind. Close your windows. Okay. Disable random rotation. So I'm gonna space out more tankers here. Like that. Okay. Okay. Nice and easy. That goes there. Okay, let's do some bits of first detailing so that I have an idea of what I actually want to happen and where. No. Viewing the trailers. One thing I forgot is to actually put on some music in my background. I was wondering why I'm getting little stressed. Where's my music? Who stole my music? There it is. I just listen to some. Am I blind again? I can't even think. I'm so fucking stupid sometimes. That's not it. I might be blind. Can't even find my fucking music. God damn it. I don't want synthwave. I don't want Eurobeat. Oh, there it is. Let's go. We will not be hearing this, obviously, because I don't want the copyright strike, and I don't want this stream to be taken down and everything. So yeah. I like them very much, and I'm taking inspiration from them. Now they have a permanent minus 35.7 inspiration modifier. It's for the effort you took in the simuls, by the way. Yeah, you're welcome, and I'm still gonna test it some more. I haven't done the test of the latest thing you just sent for Minecraft, but I will get to it later today when I'm done with this. But yeah, this takes priority for me. So yeah. But I'll get to that eventually as well. And I'll let you know how it behaves. But yeah, the thing with the environments is that I absolutely want some modifiers. I agree with that. They are very desperately needed. But yeah, like, I am experiencing lags here and there and some problems there here and there, and it's very inconsistent. So actually trying to track it down, like what it's causing the problems, why it's lagging, why it's causing issues here and there, is quite an annoyance. But I'm getting it. I'm getting there, I guess. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be a lot more testing on my side as well. Cause yeah, especially because I know that the create mode and mechanism and stuff like that is definitely gonna get more performance heavy as we progress through the game. Because there's gonna be a lot more stuff to calculate, all the trains, all the belts, and the machinery and everything like that. All of that is gonna start causing problems later down the line as it goes. So we will have to be relatively careful on all the performance and stuff. So I'm extra cautious about it all. Because yeah, I understand that everyone wants to try out their own things, and not everyone wants to actually like build massive factories and automate them and everything. And I respect that. I don't think I'll be doing that for the entire time either. Like I'll definitely be exploring at least a little bit as well. But yeah, still, wanting to ensure that it stays functioning properly and things like that. It's the same kind of problem like trying to work out the in Trainz, because like, is it gonna be performance heavy, is it not gonna be performance heavy, how can I make the player experience better, all these different things, right? Because if I look at it now, this is pretty performance heavy. Like this, it's doable. This alone is also doable, but when you combine the two, when you're just in the middle, it's a bit of a problem, right? So the same kind of thing applies to the mod pack in Minecraft, in like, will it all work together properly? But yeah, it's a fun little thing to try and work out. Do I have an entrance to this? Yes, I do. I could do another entrance over here. Wouldn't be bad. we go. And maybe park some more cars in here. Yoink. There we go. Mechanism is much more performance friendly than something like Buildcraft. Plus, you can combine applied energetics to item transfer cables. Create if create gets too like if it builds. Fair enough. That works. I mean, as far as I know, create is pretty optimized, right? It's essentially the factory of Minecraft, so you can do whatever whenever. But you know, I don't know how well it will work with all the other mods that we have. Nope, you beat me to banning of that guy, that bot. But okay, thank you. But yeah. So yeah. Don't know if it's gonna cause any problems later down the line or anything like that, you know. Just trying to be cautious. Also because it's only like the second time ever in my life that I've modded Minecraft. So I'm being extremely cautious as well with that. Okay, this works. It's not the greatest looking area. It doesn't have the greatest details, and I'm not exactly sure how to properly detail this. So I'm just gonna keep it like this, and it's kind of getting hot in here because, of course, Trainz is running at full power. So allow me to just turn on the fan real quick so I don't die in here from a heat stroke. In the middle of April. Ooh, drinking ASMR sim. Yeah. I put ASMR tag on all my streams. Yeah, I don't really tag my streams. I mean, I can think only of like 5 applicable tags for my streams anyways. But yeah, I don't really bother with that. Maybe I should. I don't know. It's not really something that crosses my mind when streaming and stuff. So yeah. I think I have this building over there. Yeah, I do. Okay. Okay, there's some gates over here. So I'm gonna put a little bit of more space there. That can stay a bit tighter, I guess. That can work there. This will be more centered. Map, go away. We don't want you. Oh my god. This is proper German. This is old German. I need... Yeah, okay. That's unfortunate. I'm not gonna be using any of these here. But this one might... Falls into the category of the buildings that I want. Or the commodities that I want. I'll take all of them differently. Like that. Space this out a bit more. Now allow vehicles to get into here. Maybe put down an office building somewhere here as well. That could work. Could do another filling station like that. That's Australian. It's like when you know where, from where a particular asset is, or which, location is supposed to represent, it's kind of really hard to actually use it in some other location, because it just subconsciously just feels wrong, even if it doesn't immediately, look wrong or stuff like that. Which is also part of the reason why I would say that I sometimes have problems actually building routes and stuff, because I can tell that I'm using, I'm mixing content from like different areas of the world. That's, something that, shouldn't be mixed together. And while it may not be obvious immediately to someone else, it's definitely obvious to me. And so, it could just become problem. God fucking damn it. I need some other tanker truck. Can't they use just two fucking assets on repeat? I don't want the FLO stuff because that is without LODs as well. And there's something that I don't need, it's stuff that doesn't have LODs. That's very obviously not from Europe as well, but fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. I'm gonna use it. Fuck it. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna move on from that because it's just gonna. Um, not exactly office. Oh, I can't remember what the building was called now, but I'll find it. Hold on. Reclama blocks admin. So, yep, this could do. This can do. Bus. Okay. Billboard Budka. Okay. Voxel, Cisterna, Petu, Focus, Carilla. Oh. Oh, fuck. But it's got Ukrainian. Hmm. Like you find a good asset, you want to use it, but there's just that little thing that's just like, making you not be able to. And in this case, it's the writing. If that asset didn't have any writing, I would have used it. I absolutely would have used it somewhere. Okay. So yeah. I have put ASMR tag on my voice to say what is and is not ASMR. Twitch. The roof is covered in poop. It's the poop roof. Yes, absolutely. Hello, hi, hello, Zephyr, welcome. Hello. Hi, boys and girls. Oh, Esther, hello as well. If Acid allowed D, Acid moved them, no. For a second, I said it was a bot post. Hey, hi. There should be called Greyport. Which mod seem pretty quick, so if message deleted below 1 second, assume valid. I wonder if banning the words stream boo could work. What? That's Okay. Oh, I just got an idea for an industry in this area, for this area. Hmm. Not exactly an industry, but you know. They're pretty massive. I think if I play this right, I will get this fitted in. Oh yeah. I'm not exactly sure if I want to have an incinerator right next to the explosive stuff. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it here at the end of the pier. No, I say pier, but like the end of the industry area. Like this. Kind of fits into the marked out area as well. What the fuck? But okay. Do you produce less smoke? You do. Do you produce a lot of smoke? You don't. You don't produce the beautiful smoke of my beautiful friend Zefek. It's not 90 meters tall, is it? Could be 70. Oh, 70 is too small. Damn. Okay. So 90 meters, and I want this, but I want smoking. And I'm gonna kind of lower it slightly. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that. I need to in general get some more chimneys in this area as well, because like what's an industrial area without a chimney, right? Especially something like this. Yeah, that looks better. Yes. This one's okay, whatever. None of these ones are smoking. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it like this. That works. And then this can just be a manufacturing hall, but this might be different there later on. Hmm. Okay, let's continue then. Use concrete variant, so it's kind of archaic. What's an industrial area without a chimney? Silicon Valley. Where chimneys, place workers, place. Do you have the concrete variant? I need to find that one. I don't know which version it is. V2? No. V3. That's also bricks. V4. That's also brakes. V5. Okay, that's the complete one. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that looks much better. Brake cones V5. Yeah. All right. Okay. And now I have some other ones as well that could be quite interesting to use. Something specific for this kind of area. No. Do you smoke at least? No. Of course you don't. I don't want that. What about you? You're big and non-smoking. Okay, we don't want you. Nope. Nope. Oh boy, that's massive. No. Not gonna do that. Okay, let's just place down industries in this area then. Chimneys, plate workers with pipes, cigarettes, vapes. um, Eagle, did you look at that faulty cram machine? Yes, I did. What the fuck? Get fucking damage here, guys. Not gonna lie, that's brilliant. And it's not exactly visible from the bridge over here, right? Oh, it is. Or just about. Holy shit. Okay. That actually works quite well. In that case. Nice. I'm happy. That made me really happy knowing that it's, you know, visible. Oh, that's an older asset. It's not the one I wanted, but I know there's a better asset, or a different one, but it will work. Wait, hold on. Is it just a class? Oh, that's classified as a bridge, so it cannot be straightened. God damn it, that's annoying. Mm, God damn it. Okay, that's not working out. Let me get a different spline. Just to make it a bit more interesting to look at when you're here. I've got to go now. Maybe back later if you're still alive. Alright, see you, sure, guys. Okay. Okay, that works. Hmm. Um, okay, that's better. Where is the fence? There's the fence. Safety regulations state that in case of failure, there must be a secondary pipe in place. So good luck with that, Eagle. And just imagine there are. I mean, there are two pipes here. And here. There's two pipes here as well. There's three pipes over here. Actually, four. Look at that. I think I'm pretty safe. Two pipes on the bridge. There's actually four pipes on the bridge. Sorry, five. And there's this here. but technically speaking, this is just for the second load area. So in reality, there's a second pipe somewhere going to this one as well. Could actually place it down, why not? Jesus Christ. This is getting very ridiculous. Okay. It's working good so far, I guess. Nice. Yay. We're playing the game where Eagle plunks down loads of entirely different splines and immediately deletes them again. We have to guess what he's looking for. Oh, it's entertaining. Ah, yeah, I know. I should commentate more and better, but I'm not cut out for that. Really. Not really, so you know. You're just gonna have to deal with it. Deal with Eagle's lack of communication. So to be honest, I don't know half of the time what I'm looking for either, but I pretend that I know. Okay, that works. I don't require constant commentary. We deal with it. It is entertaining. Okay. I confirm that all assets I have seen played so far are optimal in selection and location. Well, that's good to know. If you'd explain everything that's going on, you would limit your own flow. Yeah, that's true. It's true as well. Now I'm going to place another trailer. Now another trailer. Now another trailer. Yeah. You can call out each asset's QID and give the precise coordinates and rotation in 1 decimal and height and 2 decimals. Oh my god. Why? Why do you have to suggest the most outrageous stuff? I mean, I know it's for the joke, but how do you come up with that? That's beyond me. Like, how do you come up with this stuff in the first place? It's like beyond my comprehension. Is it visible from that bridge here? Oh shit. Fuck it. So it's most likely gonna be hidden by the A pillar at the window anyway, so I don't care. Oh, this is not painted at all. That's a bit better. Wow, fucking hell, this actually looks good. I built this. What the fuck? And be sure to say how many trees each asset has. It's very, very important. I'm just gonna say each one of them has wasted trees. That's it. This is me wasted trees. Okay. Yep. Same fucking joke, both of us. Okay. Yeah, this is not exactly detailed out here yet. Kinda need to get to that as well. Not an issue. Kinda neglected the outskirts, essentially, of the locations. Oh, did I place them so much that it's running out of fucking memory? What happened to all of them? Oh yeah, this is happening to all of them. Fun, 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 fun. Okay, I wanna get some administration building here again. Okay, I like this one more. In hell. May sound this may look ridiculous. It's really big. If it was smaller, I think it would work. Fucking hell. Okay. Um. No. That works. I'll do some vegetation around the place finally. I think I'm gonna do manual placement of trees on the piers and the docks eventually. I think that's gonna be better. But first things first, obviously bushes. Starting with the smaller vegetation, then moving to the bigger one. I need to still do this area as well, but that can wait for I wanna finish off this here. Why this order? Why not trees first then bushes? Because trees are very tall and very big, and they block your visibility. So it's better to do the bushes first because they are, you know, nice and low to the ground. They don't stick out that much. Yeah, and then you can do trees that stick out way high up above and are very wide. So basically I want to firstly make sure that the bushes don't interfere with the track layout and move them while I still have better access to them. "28. Without having to use different layers for them and, you know, all the fucky wacky bullshittingy. I think I forgot something. Oh, yeah, that's right, I forgot to build this location. I'll do that later. I'm in the bush process right now. I've reached the final song in my playlist, by the way. Yeah, let's do the big ones. Makes sense. My temptation would be to place Trainz first because it would seem to give more immediate effect, but yeah, I guess that's a bit of a trap. Yeah, it is exactly. Playlist then? That's so 1980s. It was a 1980s playlist anyways as well. God damn it. It was a disco mix. I had it saved for quite a while. I tend to listen to it from time to time. That particular playlist. I like it. It's got very good songs on it. Alright, so how bad is the performance in this area? Very fucking bad. Okay, now this is 21 FPS. I look this way. I go down to 22. Okay. When I'm in the transition area, I get 30 up there. It's not good. There's just way too much stuff in a very small area. And there's only so much you can do about the performance as well, and trying to keep it look good. Well, players will just have to adjust their settings. I'm sorry to say, but that's the reality. Unless they want to lag through the roof. Fuck's sake. And that's absolutely fuck all I can do. I mean, the obvious thing, the only thing I can do is start removing things here and there. But like, what the fuck do I remove? It's already under detailed as it is. There's barely any kind of detailing on this. Performance is pretty fucking terrible as well. It also has to do with the fact that we have all these fucking old assets only as well. So it's not exactly like the most newest stuff that I could use that's like very performance friendly. Making it takes a lot of fucking time. You just have to do. I wish we had more people, and I keep trying to get more on the team. But like everyone who wants to join is the type of person who wouldn't exactly know how to do anything. People who are there just for like a specific purpose, and we have way too many of those. We need more people who know how to model stuff specifically. You know. But nobody is really interested in, joining. It kind of just falls flat on its face. Because, well, true that our team has like 15 members. Really, only like 5 of them are active. And it's just not enough. the amount of stuff that needs to be done. And even if people weren't interested in, like, joining us, to at least get them to make some content that could be useful, you know, even one time would be something really good to get. But obviously people are not really interested in doing this kind of stuff without expecting some kind of payment as well. That's the thing that we cannot exactly afford. So really it's a lot of volunteers, if anything. Which I understand. You will be dedicating your time for this project and stuff like that. So obviously you want to get some kind of reward. And yeah, that's normal. I can see, the logic in that. Pretty normal, pretty logical. No one would make you content just like that for free. And with the fact that the route, we want it to be payware, obviously the biggest incentive in like getting people to join us is the fact that obviously when it goes pay, you get a share, a fair square share. But even then it's still going to be at least 2 years before it goes out on the market. And you know from what we know how payware actually works and how you get paid out and stuff, it wouldn't really make that much anyways, right? So money wise it's really not worth it to just join a project that already has a lot of people on it, because realistically speaking after 2 years of work you can expect maybe like 300 euro with such a big project like ours. So really you would be joining it only as a hobby. Obviously, you can always commission someone outside as well, but that's hella expensive. Because obviously, professional 3D modelers, they want a lot. Now, I wouldn't mind paying if I had the money, obviously, but I don't. But it's something that I've been actively thinking about. Just hiring you know, someone on their own, just a 3D modeler to maybe help us out with some assets, you know. Even if not fully finished, at least the 3D model is something that we can already work with, right? And then if you add on top the stuff that needs, like texturing and stuff, we can do that. It's something that's relatively simple to do. But then again, if you start to have a lot of assets on top, the the texturing kind of becomes a backlog of stuff. So, it's that kind of a weird situation in the end. But yeah. But yeah, it's just a lot of stuff rambling, bambling about that really is just, things that can be solved eventually. But yeah, that eventually might be a bit too late. It really just depends on how things turn out. What the time constraints will be in the future. There's a lot of variables to everything. All right. Let's read the chat a bit. Oh god, that's a lot of new. I see Shreddice is back. Can you judge performance realistically from such a high view though? First would typically be in cab or trackside, no? Yes, actually I can. Well, to an extent. You know, because when you're down at the cab level, essentially, right? You can see there's a castle there, right? I'm currently at 30 FPS looking this way stationary. There's a lot of blocked view as well, but, you know. So, say you're in a cab, you know, 30 FPS. If I go at the same location, just high, it's gonna be still 30 FPS. The same area is essentially drawn around your camera, right? And it's not bound to where the compass is, because the compass is approximately 50, 100 meters in front of me, 200 meters, right? So yeah, so I can pretty much judge really good what the performance is like, you know, going to be. The problem is, it's obviously going to be lower when you have trains around, because that's how it is. Because you know you have more assets around. So if you populate this entire yard with trains, your performance is going to fucking fall out of the sky like a paper airplane that's just been hit by a fucking water droplet. I don't know. It's simply is not gonna be good. So yeah. Not to mention that the U-Bahn still needs catenary, which is going to be even more, and you know, needs platform rules, it needs some platform details as well, so that's, you know, more performance drain, more details. Not to mention that I still don't have traffic lights on here, street lights, right? And I still haven't finished this fucking intersection, god damn it. There's so much constantly, continuously. It's a lot. A lot of work. Especially when you have this kind of industrial area, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? You know? Performance is just going to be fucking shit. Because, you know, all the S's are just old, outdated, they have 50 fucking draw calls per one ladder. It's not good, right? But you realistically can't replace every single one of them on your own. That's just an impossible amount of work. It's frankly ridiculous trying to do that. But, you know, still here we are doing that. We've replaced 30% of assets on the original route, the, you know, Century or Mini, the one with the 3 countries. We've replaced 30% of fucking assets on that one. And it took us, what, 2 fucking years? 3 years alone? To get 30% of the assets replaced? And it's still, you know, not the greatest, right? Because there's only so much you can do about it anyways, right? And so when you have this kind of area, you know, what are you supposed to do? The performance is just going to fucking tank anyways. Might as well embrace it, I guess. Obviously, I try to limit it as much as I can, you know, reusing assets and sticking to pretty low detail. Like, when you look at this, right, when you look at it from high above, it looks pretty detailed. When you look at it from down below, it's fucking empty. There's nothing here. It's a fuck hole, essentially, right? Where is the performance all going? It's going into these objects, because this one, I bet you, I look at it, it will have at least 100 draw calls. I don't know. Let's actually, fuck it. Let's take a look. Is this performance? Does it have LODs? I don't know. Let's do, what is it called? Schwab W. It's an underscore. Gas Kessel. Let's see. Preview asset. Let's see. Actually, it's not that bad. That's a surprising That's very surprising considering it's a SketchUp model. I guess the person who did this was one of the very few who actually knew what they were doing. Well, I say that, but, it's still got 10 fucking draw calls and 2000 triangles. You don't need 10 draw calls for this fucking tanker. Right? But hey, all things considered, this is probably one of the least, the smallest offenders of such stuff. This is another, seems to be a SketchUp model. But I know the guy who made this asset, and I know he knows what he's doing as well. You see, it also comes down to that kind of stuff, knowing who is actually capable of producing quality content. Everything plays a role, But these ones here, these are the biggest offenders, the EET stuff. They're absolute trash when it comes to basic performance or quality making. But that's like the problem. They are the only, major European looking stuff. And FMA as well. Right? Line by line, this is just horrible. If you take a look into, how the texturing and how everything is done. So really, but it's just me rambling at this point. Yeah. You get the idea. Hello guys, welcome. How to model stuff is another I'm still trying to crack. Welcome back, must be Saturday now. Usually place trees first as they block the most line of sight, and then I know where I need to place bushes when where they'll actually be seen. I guess, for me it's pretty much the opposite. Like, I know where they will be seen and as close to the tracks, and everything else I can just throw out the window essentially, right? Right, they're not gonna be seen here, so I automatically don't place them there. And that pretty much goes for along the entire route. I know where they will be visible, I know where they will be not. Here is actually the opposite. I've got the trees in here first, but there's only a few bushes that, managed to get into the scrapbook, but, it doesn't have proper bushiness anywhere here. So here is actually something I'm going to be working on the other way around. First trees and then bushes. Alright, this is bushes as well. It's actually even lazier because this is a bush spline. Or bush spline, I don't fucking know how you pronounce a bush. Bush, blesh. Tiny vegetation. So yeah. You get the idea. There's just a lot of variables to everything, and it's... I don't know. Isn't it totally what I meant to type? To libe. The reward for such volunteer work is that it ups your jobs, thus having a better chance at ending up actually being able to make money. Yeah, I guess. I just imagine you going outside running up to people saying, I need this and this model make. Please, I pay you. Because you said you thought of commissioning someone outside. Yeah. Just stand on corner with cardboard sign, will pay for supplies. And then you misspell it as will pay for spines. This is Spinal Tapis, one of my favorite movies about Trainz asset creation. A lot of new, I like it. Yeah, I don't have street lights either. I do, however, have platform lights. Fair enough. The industrial areas are always tough. Yeah, anything with pipes usually is terrible for performance because, roundness. Yep. What is it we can't see? Anything PBR has 3 times more. Also in Survey 2.0 you can just right click the asset within the objects list and click list all assets in your window to preview. You don't need to retype the name. I guess, okay, fair enough. Shrubbery. Blush is German word for tin or sheet metal, okay. Bushes that managed to get into the scrapbook sounds like an euphemism for weeds. Yes, pretty much. They're just weeding in. Fucking hell. But you know what? It's pretty much done. Really, it's just this tiny area here, and I'm gonna do that off stream. Because I can't be fucking bothered. And this needs pillars as well. That's fun. I think I'm gonna add some pillars to this as well. And of course, this needs to be a tunnel! Yay! Even worse, it's going uphill! Fuck yay! I'm gonna go home. Wait, hold on, I am home. What the fuck am I talking about? I need to build a new station here as well. And I need to finish this part of the city. See, if I finish this part of the city, get a new station here, get the tunnel and this hill, and this, the city of Niederburg is done, complete, right? It's really just this tiny area here, which is gonna be mostly trees, and then this area here, which is gonna be just a small town, village thingy, bullshit, I don't know, right? And it's done. Niederburg's fucking complete. It only took half a fucking year. I don't even know when I started working on Niederburg. I think it was like, what, December? What, 3 months for this city? Realistically speaking, if I actually... Oh, fuck you. I still need to do the suburbs in here. No! I don't want to. I hate fucking houses. Oh my god. Fuck. Fuck this area in general. Just fuck it. I don't like it. I hate it. Delete yourself. Yeah. So anyways, completing this area and the fucking suburbs in the other end, Niederburg is done after like, what, 3 months of work. Realistically, if I gave more fucks and had higher morale about completing the project and higher motivation, this probably would have taken 1 month to build if I had proper motivation and inspiration and everything. But I didn't. I took quite some breaks in the middle and still played other games as well, and pondered about life and contemplated whether to be depressed or not, and yeah. A lot of things on the side. Still managed to somehow build this and finish this. Like, I remember placing down the U-Bahn like it was just fucking yesterday, and the highway as well. So much. All I can say is make backups. Yeah. I haven't made a backup for... Oh man, I don't even know. I haven't made a proper backup onto my cloud for half a year. But I did one 2 days ago, and with all the routes that I've made since. Svedarin, Germany, Milton Islands. All 3 of them saved on my cloud as a backup. So it's not just on a different drive, but it's also on the cloud. Saved safely. So yeah. Backups? What's that? You need houses to manage to get into the scrapbook. No thank you. I know exactly how I feel. My map 2 has Many houses, most of which are on hills, so they have to actually be placed somewhat well. Yeah, exactly. Take your time. Brakes and variety are good. Yeah, I know. Yes, I do have neither at this time. If random number uneven, me depressed is true. Yes. But yeah, I have to say I'm quite happy with how this has actually turned out. I mean, sure, the performance is fucking atrocious when you look at it in a certain way, but honestly, the players will be just going and take care of that, right? Boom. You cannot get higher with the performance. In fact, the performance is so fucking shit. I'm having what 50 FPS with this view, but you know, you get the idea. I mean, technically speaking, this could work also on this view. It's not that bad, but yeah. You don't need to just adjust the drawing distance. Alright, let's take some screenshots, I suppose. Also, yeah, I need to tell Kango that the first U-Bahn lines are essentially prepared. Not prepared, but like their stations are named. Hold on. Is this one named? Yes, yes it is. Okay. Alright, can Trainz take a screenshot, please? Or Steam? Oh, for fuck's sake, you cannot. Okay, let's save. I'm gonna restart the game and take some screenshots around from the different areas. Let's restart it. Also be slightly better on the performance when I restart. Alright, Germany, go. Okay. Alright. Let's get the screenshots then of the different areas. Some are obviously better than the others. But yeah. All right. I think that does it. Or maybe you can take a screenshot of the whole screen by pressing Shift 3 and span 6. This will get sent directly to the desktop and is very useful. You can also grab the screenshot in the corner right after taking and allows you to move without appearing on desktop. It has been available for about 3 decades. I mean, if I wanted to take a screenshot with Windows, I could take it as well, but I'm taking screenshots to Steam because it saves them into an own separate folder, all named, perfectly right in line as well. So I can just select them all and upload them as I go by. Literally just take them out of the folder. Boom. I'm using Steam to screenshot. I don't use the Trainz in like built-in screenshot camera. I don't use Windows screenshots. I mean, if I wanted to, I can, and I do quite often use the snippet tool as well to just capture a specific part of the screen, or sometimes to capture an entire screen as well. I did that with Railroute, with the screenshots that I sent there, Sharadice, on your server. I take that with the snippet tool. I see. Yeah, so, if I now go to Steam, just show on disk, boom. I have everything. Right? Down to here. So what did I take today? What is it? Is it 11? Yeah. 9, 9, 9, 11. So this is where I started. Yeah. Today. And moved on. Right? I can preview them as well if I want to. But yeah. So how many did I take? 22 screenshots. Discord allows only 10 at a time. So what's that? 10 screenshots. Let's upload them. Why not? Bam. It's 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more. And an overview. Boom. Just like that. Done. Forward. And now you will be spammed on your server. Hello, Sharadice. Goodbye, Sharadice. Right? Boom, just like that. And that's my current music. Trainz the. Do you think people are prepared for the final update? They say in very nice details. I like them. I thank you, Becco, but honestly, I feel like there isn't enough detail, especially if you start looking closer. Like I said, it kind of falls apart at that point. But thank you very much, man. Your harbor stick, they were an inspiration. They were an inspiration. I still have them. I look at them. Anyways, so what did we take? We took these ones. I can do 25 essentially, right? Yeah, I think it limits to 25 assets or 25 pictures that I can attach. Maximum number of attachments 25. Let's do this one as well. It's gonna be the last in line. Should be the last one up here. Yes, okay. insert, insert, insert. Page 6. CEM. Oh, fuck off. 17, 17, 19, 20, 21. And now a full screen image at the very end. It placed itself in the middle. Why? Why are you in the middle of stuff? Fuck off. You will be at the very end. Because the thing is, the way it works, you can fit 3 small screenshots and 1 big, right? Into the post. So that's usually what I do. Just, you know, if you look at it, 3 big, 3 big, right? That's kind of the style I go for. 3 big. Well, given how many screenshots I have here, I don't even know how many. Anyways, let's also give them a message. Boop. Ta-da! Yeah, look at that. 3, 6, 9, 12. What is the next? I don't even know, 15. But yeah, that's 21 pictures of the small type, and then the last one, the big one, 22. All right then. I think that's it. Thank you, God, for stream. Yep. See you guys, tries. Bye bye. Good progress and have great fun, everyone. What's up? See, it's not Saturday yet, lol. Hello and goodbye. And after the stream, you'll get back to your real job of Minecraft mod pack tester. Yeah, absolutely, I will. I actually will. I need to do that. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. It's been 8 wonderful, stressful, annoying episodes of building just the fucking harbor of the city. But it's relatively done. The last bit here is gonna be done off stream by me. And then on the stream I can maybe figure out the tunnel and this area here and the town here. Right? Fix that up, and when this is done, the U-Bahn will be the next. I'm gonna be working on this line off stream. I want it to stay secret. But then... Tell me, guys, do you like the Northern Sea? Because I sure as fuck don't. It's going to be fucking pain to build it. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful day, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever, whenever, wherever you are. Read the chat one last time, and then I'm gonna fuck right off away. Thanks for the stream. Bye bye. Thanks for the stream. It's been 8 stressful, annoying hours of Trainz building stream. Not the Unisoft ban. Ubisoft ban. Trying to type on. See you, Reddit. Thank you. Yeah. See ya, guys. Bye bye.